lot of welcome back viewers. Now, Suki, I want to ask you a quick question. If I want to go and dive for abalone, that would be a bad sight. Can I do that?
Yes, you can. But under license, you pick only 10 pieces at once.
You can only dive for 10 pieces. Otherwise, where do you find them?
Asian seafood place.
Yes?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you have to know the different varieties? Like, can they cheat you?
You have to know, otherwise they teach you.
They will cheat you. And I don't want all the fishmongers ringing up the show and complaining, but you just got to know the product. All right. Now, in the next recipe, we have abalone noodles. Now, this is a nice, simple recipe. Once again, Suki, you've got whipped butter, and if you don't have whipped butter, you can just use basic butter. Yeah. It's a bit nuttier, I think, if it's just normal butter. But whipped butter is a bit lighter and whiter. So we place that into a hot, sizzling pan with those enormous tweezers that you always use. Some garlic, sauteed very, very quickly. And then we put in abalone. Now, you don't want to cook this too much because it firms it up, so it's a very quick thing. The noodles. Now, talk to me about the noodles. Now, they're a beautiful colour. Now, why is that?
You don't have to use normal spaghetti or noodles, okay? But today, I'm using specially imported from Japan.
Yes.
Udon and mixed with dry cherry blossom.
So it's dried cherry blossom. And I know that you were telling me that you could also use green tea noodles. And I said, I don't get that. He said, well, it's like the Italians. We have black squid ink. So it's just another variation on their noodles, which they're flavoured. So if you cook them for too long, all the beautiful colours going to seep out of them. So it's a very, very quick dish. And you'll see Suki swirling his tweezers and putting it all together very quick. And that's a very quick meal. For the next recipe, Suki, tempura. Tempura is synonymous, I think, with Japanese cuisine in a way. But I want you to tell our viewers the real recipe for making tempura, which is basically a very light egg batter. So what do we have? An egg?
Yes, but this is important. It depends on what you fry. Vegetable and seafood or chicken or meat is a completely different butter. So today I'm using abalone.
Yes. So you're making the batter according to the product that you're using. All right. So does that mean it has to be runnier? All right. So we're using one egg. You beat that, and then you add.
A little bit of salt.
Salt.
Water.
Water.
Water and.
How much water?
Say 2 cups of water and 1 cup of flour.
All right. So we start with 1 egg. You add 2 cups of water, give it a beautiful beating, and then you don't need to sift the flour. You just put it in plain flour, about 1 cup. All right. So you want to attain a really runny sort of batter. All right. Then you have got some beautiful baby abalone on skewers, already skewered through.
You don't have to be skewered,
No, but it just looks nice and easy to do. It's actually really lovely street food, I think. So you get the skewers. We dust them with flour. Dip them into the batter, the tempura batter, and then we fry. Now I know that Suki has vegetable oil that is heated to 160 degrees.
Yes.
And then you put them in. How long do you cook them for?
But already abalone is cooked, so just heat up and crunchy for butter. So let's say 3 minutes.
Yeah, for 3 minutes at the very most. All right. And Suki, of course, if our viewers just understood that, he said it's already been cooked because the canned product has already been cooked. And if you've ever handled live abalone like I did really recently, let me tell you, you'll know when it's live because they look as if they're sleeping. You touch them and they start to swirl around in their shells. Quite amazing. Let me tell you, it ended up on the roof of my kitchen. Thank you, Jerry. You'll remember that story. Anyway, so that's what we do. And Suki has also chosen to fry some basil as a lovely foil, a bit of fresh garnish to the tempura. This is beautiful food.
Maybe asparagus is good though.
Even asparagus as well. Lovely. Just done in the same tempura batter and fried. There you go. Allora, for the next recipe, this is for all the Aussies out there because Suki is making abalone chips, and he told me the only reason he's included this recipe is because he's dying to have a beer at the end of it. So this is a really smart little recipe. Now, Suki, you're using Tasmanian green lip, and you are slicing them very, very finely.
Yep.
Right? And then salt and pepper.
Yep.
And you're going to dust them with corn flour.
Corn flour.
Now, why is that? That gives a bit of a firmer firmer crust on the outside.
Yeah.
And then we heat up vegetable oil at 180 degrees.
Yes.
And then we throw in our chips. How long?
100.
20 seconds, 30
Yeah.
seconds? So
20 seconds, most of the
yeah, because you should cut them really, really fine. And of course, once again, this is terrific street food because abalone chips are a great accompaniment to beer.
Yes.
And on that note, whilst we go to a sponsor's break, I think Suki's going for a beer break.
And beer.